girl, Brett. She go to battle. LED logo to tech. I go in back of the. They all from it. My diamonds, they all look at this, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the beam in the flex. I got the in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, the man. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the Jordan, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out.
Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. Today, we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Chargers. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Detroit!
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Titan football. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 2nd down, here's Henry. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. The 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 63 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw here. Green with a catch left side. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Gordon on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now back to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Wesley Woodyard with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Out come the Titans now. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coach would always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Mariota hands to Henry. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
A very solid gain of 27.
Let's go.
A first down carry for Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. They're going deep here for Taylor. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw now on 1st down. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They begin with Henry. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. On third down, Henry. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Returning, it's Benjamin. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a good...
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Brian Arakpo in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Now the Titans getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Goes underneath for Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mariota on 1st down. Smith catches left side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game. 2nd and 8. Mariota now. It's caught. Smith. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Mariota gives to Henry. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Daquan Jones. Able to get him for a loss of about 3. The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Now, Dion Lewis to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
After the penalty, it's Henry. 13 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Working out of the gun, Mariota looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith, and he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. A first down throw for Mariota. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. And that'll bring up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Mariota. And he rifles one incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. Third down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Eluding the pressure. Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going underneath for Gordon. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now Gordon. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. This is Gordon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Over! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Yeah, baby. So right. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Brian Orakpo in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The pitch to Henry. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Barrett, on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He dumps it off for Henry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter. The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a handoff to Henry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And a short return to the 6-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
It's complete right side to Benjamin. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Benjamin's got it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Open man, it's Allen. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. This is third and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Yeah, maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is fourth and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Again to Henry. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Derrick Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. The Titans on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown Titans. Rashard Matthews, 72 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now a desperate, and that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is
that he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Daquan Jones in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
And the kick is good, so they avoid the shutout, but still a tough one to swallow here. They only post 3 points, and this game is over. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, get to the wild card game. Check, got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon.